Hello YouTube, welcome back again to Erlengrat. It's now February. I've finished off my annual sell-off, and boy was it a big sales month, a big sales year. I had actually made well in excess of $1 million profit. I had gotten sick and tired of constantly being low on water, having to make trips to back and forth from the river to refill. So I went ahead and got myself the snow melter, and right now I'm sitting here. I got a good sized pile of snow sitting here to keep that full. There we go. Get that dropped down because it's stuck in the air. So I got a good sized pile set up to get with that set up to keep it full. Run it through now. I actually designed and built my own. Well, poorly designed and built my own ramp just to dump my bottom dump trailer directly into it. And just for the sake of doing this, got the what the heck was this called? Easiest, just come down here. The Lizard Forge pickup mod. It picks up pretty much anything and just shoots it to a trailer. Just using that just as my snowblower. Got myself a fair amount of snow just thrown in my multi-fruit thing. How exactly this keeps it, I don't know, but I figure eventually it would just melt into water in there.
Someone fix it.
So forget to shut that off. All right, so I got a fair amount of snow built up there. Bring tractor to complete halt. All right. So after that, I was like, I want some more monthly income. So I went ahead and bought a third windmill right up there, and that is from the wind turbine package mod, and it is the big one. So 1.2 million bucks right there. Just to put that one in place. So that pretty much wiped out all of my profits just right there. Then after that, I decided, you know what, I wanted to get a little bit more property. There's more stuff I wanted to do, so I went ahead and got property number 4 up here. Mostly because I'm thinking, I want to start making cookies. I got sugar, I got honey, I got flour, I've got pretty much most of the ingredients to start making these cookies down here. Only other thing, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna need chocolate and raisins. Well, I am well on the way to getting chocolate because, well, it's currently pretty much full on milk. I'm actually gonna have to go and empty that here shortly. And I got just a little bit of sugar. I got sugar beet, cut sugar beet, sugar cane, all running. And I do got 2 sugar beet processing plants going down here. They both have ran completely out of sugar beet, but now. But this one I'm holding on to because if I just were to set that to distributing, it would send it to the sugar plant as well as to the biogas plant, and I want to hold that in reserve to make sure I can keep the biogas plant full. So basically, I'm just going to pull from that one as needed for right now to keep the biogas plant running. So I got to think, I got all that going, so I'm like, well, right, here's another, and then I got all this property pretty much well in use. And I'm going to need chocolate, which has the latest chocolatier is right here. So that's just a matter of taking some sugar and some milk down, sell it, and buy it. Done, I'll start getting chocolate. But then I'm going to need space to put in the cookie plant. And then I'm going to need raisins. Well, to get raisins, I need grapes. I don't got any space to put grapes. I'm like, I'll buy this property here. Then when I bought the property, I realized there is a bunch of trees all over the place. Which then led directly to, got trees all over the place, and my lumber storage building is all the way over here. So if I'm like, I could put another lumber building over here to start handling all the trees I'm going to deal with on this side of the map. Or I could start doing processing. And well, I don't want to have to deal with 2 lumber buildings. So I'm going to go processing. And you know what? I figure if I'm going to do something, it's go big or go home. So I dug myself back down into $1 million in debt. And I went big. So I got the Volvo High Reach dumpster, High Reach, and I got the Impex Hannibal. This should handle every tree that's there, and it cuts to pretty long lengths, and this picks up all sorts of stuff. The mess I got going on here, I tried picking up too much at once. So, where my fields sit, I got pretty much everything ready to roll except for my sugar beet field. I still need to finish that I still need to finish plowing. And basically, gotta finish plowing, and then once I do that, it'll be ready to plant. That there. And pretty much everything else is all ready to go to the next step of the next. You're ready to plant, or everything. Yeah, I'm ready to roll. So I got a butt ton of snow all built up and ready for my snow melter. So now it's just a matter of coming over and working on some lumber. Keep an eye on the claw. Sometimes messing with this thing, I feel like I'm playing that claw machine. Yeah, those claw machines that you find outside of like stores and whatnot with a bunch of like, yeah, stuffed animals and other prizes. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm playing that sometimes when I'm messing around with this thing. It's like, alright, now don't drop it. Don't drop it. Back off a little bit. Drop it. Alright, now make a nice neat stack out of it here. Yeah, this thing does have a blade on it to, you know, push and wrangle logs. So yeah, this is a pretty handy machine right here. For, yeah, doing all the for working with them and loading the trailer. So with that blade on there, you can easily just make up nice, neat little piles. Got to even this one out. Now it looks like it's got that giant claw on there, so it looks like you can handle huge stacks, and it kinda can. Problem is with that huge stack, you're not gonna load it into that trailer. It like splay out too much. So you have like some logs will, you know, fall into the trailer nice and neat. Others will kind of jumble and be sticking out of the sides. And yeah, it'd be kind of nice if it had like a trailer with like a funnel at the top. You know, where you could like extend the top, you know, like the top portion out and kind of angle them out so that we're kind of like a funnel. That up, switch back to that one. Down, yeah, looks like I'm pretty well in the middle. Whoa. Still getting the hang out of this thing. I haven't used it for that long. Yeah, I did do some testing before I just decided to use this. And was trying out the excavators and different buckets on that. And I was not a fan of the controls on it. And it helps if you move it the right way. So, yeah. That's the basics of this thing. 2% rule does apply. And you do gotta be at least 2% smarter than the tool you're working with. I do want to get this. Doesn't help that some of the controls are a little counterintuitive. Like you want to move it away from the roller. It's What? Alright. Watch me flail at this. I can make it work. But yeah. It's definitely something that's going to take me some practice to get used to. This is the first time I've really used something other than just the front loader on a tractor to load a log trailer. See, it does have a couple of tines that come down to grip it from the top. You close it all the way. Get a giant thing and grab 2 logs. Yay! Success! Yeah. Okay, I'll just have to be happy with getting one in. And it's not all the way in. But then the other one, I'll fiddle with that later. I got some learning to do. For this one, I got a rotating beam, moves in and out, up, and that rotates. But this one actually has something that works really cool. Now it's nice wide track. You can actually move the tracks in and out. They got narrow for movement and nice and wide for use. And it also has a blade on it for pushing around logs. But perhaps the coolest feature on this, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I'll kind of bring this down. So as you come up close to a tree, you get that yellow ring shows up, right? And if you look up in the thing, well, first off, see triangle, you got the cut length. You got 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 20, and then max. I'm guessing that just delimbs the entire tree. What I've been doing is 15 meters because that basically is about the length of the trailer. But then you also notice down at the bottom, you push down a line harvester to target tree. So you just hold that and voila, it goes down there, stops moving, and then if I turn this right, that turns into a green line. So you hit circle. And it cuts the tree. What else is really cool, let's see if I can get in and see it, is there's another jaw up here that, I don't know if it actually grabbed it, but it'll hold the tree upright. So it holds the tree nice and steady while you move around to get wherever the heck it is that you want to drop it. So like right here, I got a piece from when I was cutting earlier. come like this. Then you hit circle here. That opens that grabber. And you can just swing it around. And I'll drop them right next to that. For realism's sake, you turn this right around here so you're looking out over the blade. And then you can see that thing slowly levels out to keep the pilot level. I can go ahead and just gotta remember which way is backwards and which way is forwards. Now with your blade you can clean up your file. And it does have where you can tilt harvester head. I'm not sure completely what the benefit of that is. So you can, so maybe, I haven't tried this. So maybe the point of that is okay, that's so you can pick up a log that's on the ground. Okay. I guess that makes a little more sense. So if you like drop a pick at a log that's laying on the ground, you can turn it that way. So you know you got cut is available. So it looks like you can grab a hold of it. See, it slid to the end. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's a cool thing to find out about it. So yeah, that's why you can tilt the head. Because I have noticed forward or backward the speed seems to be about the same. Because right here I'm actually going forward. So I'm just gonna clean my log pile up again. So for now, at least until the snows are gone, because I hate trying to plow when it snows, when there's snow. It's just too much of a pain, and it's too much of a pain trying to make sure I'm actually getting what I mean to be getting. Because I'm actually slightly enlarging the size of my sugar beet field while I'm at it. So yeah, until the snows are gone, I guess I'm going to be out here working on lumber. Because, you know, because as it stands, in my Yeah, I also redid my water setup to get my water mostly all together. Oh yeah, I did change my chickens. Let's see. No, let me move. Let's go to it. I got a new chicken barn because why not? So I got the chicken coop very big. Looks like that. Pretty much exactly like the base game one, except the run is much bigger. But the thing holds 800 chickens. So I just got that and moved all my existing chickens into it, and I'm just gonna see how that works. I also did get the sheep barn large. I haven't placed it yet because I'm waiting to see how the sheep barn works with the 75 sheep. If that can keep up with the spinnery, then I'm probably gonna keep it and not do any changes. But if not, then I'm gonna have to upgrade. Although I think I did do some looking. Probably gonna look into doing this one for cows. Mostly because with the one I have, which is this one here, I mean, there is like no storage space. I mean, it look at that. Milk is almost full. Probably is full, 33,000 liters. It seems to hold a whole lot of slurry, so that isn't a big problem, but it seems like every other day I'm having to go fill up food, I'm having to fill up straw. So, and then on top of that, I just don't like the look of it, to be honest. I'll take this over there because I don't want to have to walk through that snow. Come on, that's really deep snow. I was just thinking this motor through it is beyond me. I mean, it's really low. And the cow's got like no choice. There's no, there's no grazing. I mean, nothing. They can peek out over here and get a little outside a little tiny bit, but even then they're still standing on like wooden slats. And there's some grass on this. But yeah, so there's like no storage. Yeah, this thing's fun to drive in the snow. And kind of the same thing goes on with this barn. I mean, with the sheep barn. To me, that even looks like concrete. It's like, really, sheep just living on concrete all the time. I don't care for that. But since I'm here, here's the chicken coop, very big. Is that a pallet of eggs? Yeah. Evidently, that's not picking it up right now. Stupid snow. Alright, so there's my changes. Still waiting for somebody to mod a snowmobile. I mean, they got three-wheelers, they got motorcycles, dirt bike, three-wheelers, dirt bikes, stuff like that. Somebody needs to make a snowmobile. But after reviewing all this, there's something topical I do gotta say. Because, this is being released in, late May of 2023, and there's something going on right now that I feel I just gotta say something about, and that's the whole Target thing that's going on. It's like, when you got, like, sexual-oriented, satanic-oriented merchandise being targeted and sold to children, that's something that, no, Target was already on thin ice with me for the trans bathroom issue since 2016. It's like, I got a daughter. I don't want some scuzzy dude going into the bathroom when my daughter's in there, And you can call me whatever name you want to put on for that. Whatever phobe or whatever, I don't care. But I just don't think it's right for a grown man to go in and share a public bathroom with a young girl. And a stranger. Like a family member, and like something like me going in and into the same bathroom and going to a separate stall or something like that. That'd be one thing, because I'm her dad. Well, a few years ago maybe, and not so much anymore. But some stranger going in, and I'm of the mindset that's not a cool thing, And I think there's something kind of wrong with a grown-ass man that's going to want to go in and use the same bathroom as potentially, preteen girls. And now, some of the stuff that they see, and you're like, I'm kind of glad that they got rid of some of it, and the rest they've moved to, into the back of the store. But, I'm all in on the Target boycott now. It's like, the whole trans issue. It's like, there's all sorts of other body morphic disorders out there, and it's the gender dysphoria is the only one that the dominant method of treatment seems to be to fully, fully engage in the delusion. It's not like you're gonna treat somebody's anorexia by telling them, look, you know what, you're right, you are fat. We need to put you on a diet. You're not going to treat somebody's generalized body dysmorphia by saying, you know what, that isn't your arm. We need to go ahead and lob that thing off. You know, in both of those cases, it's handled with commitment, or not commitment, but therapy, love, you know, and helping them to understand that there's nothing wrong with that, with you know, that there's nothing wrong with them, that their image that they have of themselves is what's wrong, you know. There's nothing wrong with their body, there's nothing wrong with who they are or any of that. You know, the issue is in their view. You know, it's the issue is in their self-image, their head. And you treat that issue. You treat the psychiatric problem. You know, the psychiatric or psychological issue. And then when it comes to, you know, gender dysmorphia, oh no. You're right, there is something fundamentally wrong with your physical body. I don't see it. And so you get companies like Target or Bud Light or you name it that come out and fully just embrace that full ideology. And you know, all the people in the gender cult and the doing all that, I really wish they would just wake up and realize these companies that are fully supporting them like that, the companies are not doing it because, you know, they support their gender views or their ideologies or any of that. They're doing it because they see dollar signs. They're doing it for monetary gain. You know, they're using the people with these mental disorders. And most of the people that are pushing these ideologies are using these people and their mental illness to push their ideologies. So yeah, I'm all for. I'm pushing people about that. So I'm all for the Target boycott. And in my mind, what would it take to stop the Target boycott? If the top execs at Target were to come out here in the near future, apologize, say, you know what, our support of this is wrong, it's misguided, and we're going to reverse course. We apologize to everyone for, yeah, we apologize to everyone for this. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, we wholeheartedly apologize, and we won't do it again. And then really fully remove all the product and all the product from the stores, all the I'll remove it from online and yeah. Go back to either do segregated bathrooms or revamp all of their bathrooms to single occupancy, gender neutral bathrooms. And so all the bathrooms are single occupancy, one person per bathroom, and whoever wants to go in there and use it can go in there and use it. I gotta completely reload that now. That blows. Oh well. And this is not working good for clicking this. So yeah, sorry, I had to get that off my chest. I had to say something about that. It's yeah. So until next time, guys, have fun and God bless.